Hello Internet, we are bad at video games. I am Modern. I'm joined with Stellark, KD,
Hi.
and Big Dead Beatus.
Hello.
Day 3 of PAX, and we've just survived it.
I'm fine.
He's fine. I'm kind of tired. He's kind
I'm
of
not
dead.
so fine, but
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I'm fine, but I live this week.
I'm about to say you're used to it. I don't know, it's a mixture of just being at a con for 3 days and the fact that the weather was just terrible a lot of the time, but we've survived it. I'm not blaming PAX Australia, it's just... God, it takes a toll. Oh my god. Anyway, today was a lot more of a casual day. We turned up a little bit later than you usually would. That was just because, you know, it's the way it is. It is the way it is. We did turn up. We got today some highlights. Definitely did include trying the Oculus Rift guards.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yes.
really good.
Let us talk about the future of video games.
I thought the resolution of it outputs that was a bit low.
See, I want to address that as well. The guy who was in front of me in the line actually did mention that, I mean, we went out of our way. There were several Oculus Rift booths, but this particular one had TF2 available. Team Fortress 2, a game that I love. We've all played it at some point. So we decided to go to this particular one for it, and the guy in front of me mentioned that their booth was only making use of a development kit for the Oculus Rift, which therefore means that they were only using 720p. So yes, it did look like dog shit. The other indie ones, like there was a really great indie area of PAX, some great, like it was called the ANZ Indie Area, so it's Australia, New Zealand, indie games. We sort of browsed them, there were some good ones there. We actually got to interview some great guys from, the Binary Mill today.
Yeah, that was very good.
There'll be a video of that. But they actually were showing off some Oculus Rift games in there, and apparently there's some really interesting ones going on. Like, apparently there's a Oculus Rift roguelike game that they're making.
Oh wow.
So, you can watch yourself lose your character and die in first person. And actually see your hands as you die and shit.
That's
You know.
I would play that.
I would play anything with the Oculus Rift. The weirdest thing is that you put it on, you play it. I mean, playing TF2 is weird enough, but then it reaches a point where you need to take it off,
Yeah.
and everything that you're looking at doesn't feel the same anymore. It's completely different.
Yeah.
The big problem I felt with it is because, as it was explained to me, the Oculus Rift actually has to run at essentially at the half resolution.
Ah, because it does the double.
Yeah, so even if you're at 1080p, you're not actually at 1080p. And I just found, like, playing a game
So you're
like
double
Team
540?
Fortress- Yeah. So if you're playing a game like Team Fortress, I just don't know that I'd be able to deal with that lower resolution. They really need to get it up so it's 1080p per eye. So the image you're seeing is actually 1080p. In my opinion, it might be one of those things that is...
Man, we're fantastic at this.
It might be one of those things that the next generation is the one to get.
Yeah.
I just realized it's Metal Gear Solid musically.
There's the Metal Gear Solid pack. I really do think it's going to be one of those cases of it's time to do it.
What the fuck?
I think we just found
You
a little-
guys! I'll just go replay.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a case you are, well, for me personally, I'm going to be waiting for later generations. But
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that is going to come forward. Although, the most interesting thing is I think it'll make things like playing on laptops a lot more attractive.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it won't be a case of, oh, is this a big screen or a little screen? It's like, well, you know,
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
Wherever you're sitting, you point in whatever direction you want, and you can see it.
I still think it's one of those really sort of big new peripherals that if people really do want to start using, I mean, we've seen a lot of gimmicks come out and they haven't really gone anywhere. Like, you look at the Wii when it came out, it has motion controls. And I mean, motion controls have been done, but they weren't really done like that where they were a core part of it. And I mean, there's other bits. Like, I mean, Razer had their own thing, and I think it was called the Hydra or something, but it had its own, like, it came with a Portal 2 pack. And I mean, I've never seen anything else do anything with it.
Yeah.
Like, motion controls are all fun and they can be good, but nobody's using them. So, I mean, if the Oculus Rift gets picked up by developers and pushed, it could be really good. Like, I mean, I saw people today just playing a driving game. And it wasn't even like notice I didn't say racing game.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like full-on balls to the wall, crazy Mario Kart style. It was just a dude cruising around in an open roof car, just looking at buildings as he drove past.
Yeah.
I like that you refer to Mario Kart as the hardcore racing game.
Look, it's hardcore racing for me. Alright, I don't play things like Grid. What would be the Call of Duty of racing games? What, Forza? Forza, Gran Turismo, either way.
Forza and Gran Turismo is a good example.
It's a real shame. Like today, obviously there was a lot less people at PAX. It felt like to me.
Yeah, definitely.
The worst thing is, I mean, I don't usually try to read things that people are posting as far as feedback goes before the thing's over, but I did see just a quick thing that somebody mentioned today saying they only got tickets to Sunday. They turned up today and said, my general outlook of PAX is that I'm disappointed. It's like, well, that's because you've come to the last day and you've missed out on the two really big ones. I mean, I think that each day had, like, good stuff to do. I mean, today we rocked up immediately. We played the Oculus Rift. Don't get me wrong, it was available every day, but we then went and we got our books. Well, I mean, we got things signed by Mike and Jerry.
By the Benny Arcade people.
Yeah, and it was, they were really good about it. They had so many people to get.
I'm about to say, I think you'd have to be when you reach sort of a point that they're at. I mean, if you're going to be doing something like, they've got PAX, they've got PAX East, PAX Prime, now they've got PAX Australia. And even then, in the keynote that they were talking about, they said there might be one more.
Yeah, they can fit one more.
They said we could possibly fit one more. I'm not sure if there's like a measurement that they use, whether their sanity can handle one more or the years. I think it's mostly a date thing, really.
Yeah, because they have to have like about a month or so between each one just to...
Oh, to recover. I mean, for them, Penny Arcade's a full-time job and running PAX is part of it, so...
Yeah.
What else can you do?
Other than that, I don't know who won the grand finals for the Oceania tournament.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those things that you want to watch later. I mean, the first day with the League of Legends booth, when we were all crowded around and watched that game, people started sitting down on the matted area, and it was great because there's no chairs.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
they expect you to stand. And so we're trying to sit down, and there's hundreds of us, and the security guys are going, don't sit down. So, but we did it anyway, and they sort of gave up. But apparently, day two, they cracked down on it.
Yeah. On stream on second day, they explained that it was a fire hazard on stream.
Yeah, because, you know, I've seen a lot of floors spontaneously combust, and...
Combust.
Yeah. Combust, yes. It's been a long 3 days, dude.
Although the things that did play was Team Immunity and Hot Soggy Decimate. I really hope Team Immunity got through, because they're a higher chance of getting into the wildcard tournament.
You guys never played Metal Gear Solid before.
I play Metal Gear Solid, not Metal Gear Solid where I play as a sap person. I'm dodging giant green fucking Easter eggs.
Yeah,
You
pretty
don't
much.
walk into lights.
I get it then.
Searchlights.
So I mean, also we managed to check out the retro area today, which is great. It had a really cool sort of assortment of retro things. I mean, it makes me feel old that the Dreamcast is retro now, but we actually got some footage of me beating everybody at Power Stone 2.
Damn it. I screwed up.
I beat you off camera.
You beat me off camera, but you know.
Oh, no.
It's not on camera, so it never happened. Yeah, hide in the shadows or something.
Big sorry it didn't happen. Yeah, you gotta go up those jumpy things and
Jump up the things.
Just watch out for
Lol. Lol.
No, you were safe in that area. We're terrible at this.
that. Oh.
We missed the closing ceremony, but it was one of those things where we'd just been in line for like over an hour to get the book signed, and then you realise that there's another line for the closing ceremony. Now, the general feedback I've been getting from a lot of people, it seems, is just that for the most part, they're not sure whether this particular, like it's held at the Melbourne Showgrounds, whether this venue isn't big enough to handle PAX, or if it was just more of a matter that it's the first PAX and a lot of people are turning up just mainly for it. So I mean, it seems for the most part, if they change venue, like I don't think that they need to change venue. I think it's more of a case that they could utilise it better. I mean, I had a look at a quick map of the sort of Melbourne Showgrounds, and there's a lot of underutilised areas. I mean, the showroom floor was good, but there's a lot of blank areas down the sides.
The convention that I went to before about 2 years ago, Manifest, which is Melbourne Anime Fest, they utilised the outdoor area.
Well, I'm about to say, I wouldn't want to be in the outdoor area during this kind of weather that we're having. I mean, seriously, yesterday, it bucketed down rain.
Yeah.
And it was just very much a case of, that's a nice con you've got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Pretty much. Well, I left outside.
Maybe. Either way, I mean, this was a dry run for us. Or, you know, not so dry considering the weather, but PAX Australia is here, and it's only going to get better. That's the one thing I just have to keep reminding myself, is that any gripes I have now will probably be fixed.
We have to try a different level.
Yeah, do a different level. And I mean, we got Con Lurgy at the end there. I don't know if it's just a matter that you're in the cold and you've come down from Brisbane. It happens, though.
I don't know.
You're used to the hot and humid weather, tropical.
Basically, yeah.
I'm about to say you're a tropical fish. You've just been put in the cold tank. You're not doing so well.
I adapt. I'm an axolotl.
Generally, I mean, we got out, we interviewed some people today, and I mean, the thing is, the general, even after 3 days, I mean, we're tired, but we're not disappointed.
No.
And people were buzzing about it and asking them what their favourite thing is. When you ask somebody what their favourite thing is, if they answer you quickly, that's great. That means they're passionate about it. But if they take a while, that just means they're thinking about all the great things that they've done. So,
Unless if they're socially awkward.
it is PAX. There's video games and tabletop games. Everyone's fucking socially awkward. There are people you approach and go, hey, would you like to be asked a few questions? And they go, no, my mother doesn't know I'm here. Or they just sort of wander in front of cameras holding their phone going, if I like you on Facebook, do I win something? That dude was a champion. I'd like to thank him for leaving his basement. I'm not even trying to be mean, it's just true. Like, some of these people, some of them just, they're happy just to be out in a room filled with people who share common interests.
Well, actually, it's funny that you bring that up, because when we did the toilet break, yes, we had a toilet break. There was a whole
People
bunch
pee, Katie, it happens.
But there was a whole bunch of guys that were talking about that same thing. It's like, it's really great for people.
Are you talking about the Irish people?
No, I don't know if they're Irish or not. They sounded
Don't be
Australian.
racist.
They sounded Australian to me. But they were talking about how there was guys from America that just came down all the way to PAX Australia as location.
Well, that's the thing. It's PAX Australia, but generally it's not just for Australians. It's for everyone.
Okay, now I realise how I use the grapple.
You gotta use the gooey grapple. Don't grapple me! Oh, you fool! Oh well, continue on without us. Well, generally, for the most part, I feel that next year's PAX, we will be more prepared for it. I mean, things that we've learned from this PAX is that it's nice to have your own shirts, but they need to be worn.
Yes.
That, and even then, they already mentioned that they might not actually have PAX in Australia at the same time next year because it's Comic-Con season.
Yeah, exactly. They'll probably do it a bit earlier.
To land it in the school holidays.
They could do it in the school holidays, that would get a lot more people there. I mean, as far as sort of how they handled minors at the event, they were very, very good about making sure that people who should be in the R18, who should not be in the R18 area, weren't in the R18 area.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned that, you know, the BYOC, like, bring your own computer area, that was limited to R18, like, 18-year-old people.
Yeah.
And then you got parents who, when they're buying tickets, their kids get,
I want to take my laptop, Dad!
and he goes, not a problem, Billy, let me pull in your details. And then these kids pop up and they've got their computers and they get turned away. And they're being firm about it. Like, they understand that, yes, the person may have purchased that particular thing, but that's not how it works.
No.
You have to be 18 to be in the 18 plus area.
Interestingly, I did actually see ACMA cars sitting outside the BYOC area, so they obviously were turning up and checking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Well,
saw
that's good. At
two
least
of them.
if it's being policed.
I did, I have to confess, I did consider, should I vandalize these vehicles, considering the fact that they are still banning video games, but it's not their fault, it's clearly
Well,
politicians' fault.
I'm about to say, if you think about it, if you read, if you're talking about the Saints Row thing,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, if you read about it, and you sort of realize that what they're upset about is the fact that, come on, they're upset about the fact that there is something that, technically, I mean, regardless of us being desensitized as gamers, a dildo gun that forcefully inserts itself into the enemy is still sexual violence, regardless of whether or not it's a digital presence. Like, I mean, it's all funny and fair in Love and War and video games, but technically that's how you define it. How do you define that kind of thing?
There's gonna be a limit.
Yeah.
Maybe a limit. I mean, there's a line, and yeah, it's funny, but like, it's a AAA game that's going to be everywhere. And I mean, I'm not saying that somebody's going to go out there and build themselves a dildo gun. It's just how it goes.
I mean,
Little Timmy's going to borrow his dad's hammer. He's going to build a dildo gun, and he's going to go to the school, and terrible things.
it was kind of the same premise for Mortal Kombat 9, the whole rub-up.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah. I don't even want to. We shouldn't consider. No, I don't think we should talk about this anymore because it's one of those debates that's just way off course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Mortal Kombat 9 and all that's completely different. It's for sale here now. R18. Hooray! We got the thing eventually, but yeah.
The main point we were making, though, is that it is properly policed and sorted out. So
Yeah, I mean-
so minors and
I
adults
mean,
are both able to.
Even
cope
then,
with
I mean,
it.
Saints Row 4 had a presence at PAX. Yes,
Yeah,
it was
it did.
behind a curtained area, but that's just how it goes. It's fine. That's how they do it.
What's the plan?
No, keep going this way. Get the gloves. You can pick up the people and throw. Don't pick me up! Oh,
Stickers.
okay, fine. You may have the stickers.
And you are my vessel for getting stickers.
You're not very good at this. I just went back up the pipe. I got a thing.
Yay, thing.
Okay. Do I keep holding onto the thing?
I think you can let go now.
I let go of the thing. That didn't work. So, I mean, for the most part, PAX Australia 2013 was great. We have nothing to compare it to except for EB Expo, but it's not really in the same league. I mean, that might just be me, but
Nice.
Yeah, PAX was a lot better.
PAX was a lot better.
Maybe it's just an exercise in marketing.
EB Expo is like, well, I mean, if it's run by a store that likes to sell things, I think they're allowed to market, but
Yeah, that's, I'm not putting it over, I'm saying that's what it is.
fair enough.
Someone needs to get off a slidey thing.
Somebody's still in the slidey thing.
If you're about to fall.
Either way, you can look forward to some interviews with some people. I mean,
Back.
there's not a lot of them, but we did ask the important questions, like
Forward
what
and
games
next
do
to
you
where
suck
the
at?
others.
Binary Games, please check them out. They're very, very cool. They're Australian. They've done a lot of cool things. They've got things on Steam. That's a big deal. They've got TF2 racetracks in their racing game. And I mean, apart from that, we checked out a couple of people. I also spoke to some people from the Tech Syndicate, which is TEK if you're interested. And they came all the way from America to check out PAX Australia, so give them some attention. It's worth it. Apart from that, I know I'm really tired. I know I don't really know what I'm doing in this level, apart from here. No, throw people. He's sick. I'm pretty sure you can't wait to get home, regardless. I'm sure you can't wait to have your home empty again. And me? I'm just sore in weird places.
Your crotch.
Not my crotch. That's
Keep
not...
bouncing.
Keep bouncing. Oh my god, we figured it out. There's a button on the roof.
It's actually funny because I got myself stuck on this thing.
Get yourself stuck wherever you go. Make our way into the rave room. I mean, apart from that, if we're gonna do a summary, like, let me put it this way. Apart from killing yourselves, if we just go through, first off, Stel, what was your favorite part of PAX? Like it's one of those moments.
Yeah, I hate saying but I really am actually having to think about all the different things that we did do that I really enjoy. I mean, like everything from the Oculus Rift to go see the Riot guys do their thing, which was awesome. All of the cosplayers, which were awesome. The Oculus Rift, which was awesome. I feel like I'm making a button.
No, I feel like you're supposed to come over here. There we go.
Can we do that?
Alright. Throw me up.
Don't throw.
Keep jumping. I can't lift you when you're jumping.
Favorite part of PAX for me? I mean, there was a whole lot of stuff there, but I just really enjoy the fact that it's the effort they put into making it communal. There's a massive area to play tabletop games, there's a massive area to hang out and play console games, PC games, retro games. It's just the whole big deal is that you do want to do things with people, and it's not like online presences. It's not like, oh, get in here. It's actually sit side by side and play a game together,
Yeah.
Exactly.
which is fantastic. Katie, your favorite part of PAX?
My favorite part, ride booth, obviously. Atmosphere was really great. Overall, my favorite thing was probably hanging out with you guys. Really.
Fair enough. And B, if you're still alive down there, stay with us, buddy. Come on.
Probably the interacting with other cosplayers.
Oh, actually, yeah. That's a good point.
Also, it didn't go as the most recognizable thing, but the people I did meet, I got along with really well. It was just nice.
That's a,
Make it
yeah.
out.
It's a very new experience when you're actually in cosplay. In that
Yeah.
way, you're not just approaching them to be like, "Can I take a photo?" It's actually, "Hey, how you doing? I like your costume."
I like yours too, man.
Grab me, Ash. We're gonna make a tag.
Are we?
Now, hold on. You jump, and I'll let go of.
I don't think I can
Katie.
jump.
That's
And
one.
turn. No, okay. No, apparently.
I think this is a lost cause.
I think
we
we've
smashed
got
it.
ourselves stuck.
Anyway, I mean, this isn't going to be the last video we do, but it is going to be the last one we do for PAX 2013. So, I mean, I'm Modern.
I think it's appropriate you have to slap me at
Steph.
this point.
I'm going to finish this off the way we started it. There we go.
I'm
Katie, this is Stellark, that's Big Bad Beatus. And we're really fucking tired.
Thumbs up, guys.